In this question, we need to find the absolute configuration. Now to do so, first let's number this compound as COH group 1, this carbon 2, this 3 and this is 4. Now as we can see, carbon 2 and 3 are chiral carbons, so we can find the absolute configuration around these carbon very easily. And to do so, first we need to give numbers to all the group attached to these carbon. Let's start with carbon number 2. By Cahn-Ingold-Prelog priority system, atom with the highest atomic mass should get the highest priority. So by that logic, oxygen should get the priority 1. Now for the giving second priority, we need to think as next element is carbon at both the positions. So we need to consider the element next to carbon with the highest atomic mass. Now that's chlorine. So this group will get as priority 2 and COH will get as priority 3. We need not to see for the fourth priority group, which is hydrogen. This we can ignore. Now as we move from first position to second position to third, we can see we are going in the clockwise direction. So it should be R. But as hydrogen is present on the horizontal side, we need to reverse our order. Therefore, at second, we'll call it as S to S. Similarly for position 3, first let's number the group by Cahn-Ingold-Prelog priority system. Chlorine will be 1. Now for second priority, as both positions are occupied by carbon, so we need to check the next element with the highest mass number. This will become carbon number 2 and this methyl group is carbon number 3. Now as we move from first priority group to second to third, we are going in anti-clockwise direction. But again, as hydrogen is present in the horizontal position, so we'll name it as R. Therefore, 2s 3r is the absolute configuration of this compound, which is given in option B. In this question, we need to find the chief product obtained when N-butane is treated with bromine in presence of light at 130 degrees Celsius. N-butane is normal butane, which is CH3, CH2, CH2 and CH3. Now, as the reaction is happening in the presence of light, so we can infer that free radical mechanism will come into play. So bromine in presence of light will convert itself into what? Free radical of bromine. Now, this free radical will extract hydrogen from N-butane. So it can extract hydrogen from this position, but as we know, the secondary free radicals are more stable compared to primary free radical. So rearrangement will happen and the free radical will come at this position. And second bromine then can attack at this position. So by that logic, C should be our answer. In this question, they have asked which of the following resonating structure of 1-methoxy 1,3-butadiene is least stable. Now to find that, we have to go through every single option. In option A, we can see that there is a formal charge of -1 on this carbon and +1 on this oxygen. But at both the position, octet is satisfied. In option B, we can see there is just a formal charge of +1 on this oxygen. Again, the octet is satisfied. But in option C, we can see that at this position, octet is satisfied, but for this carbon, octet is not satisfied. So that's why this structure is comparatively less stable. Now in option D, we can see that there is a positive charge on this carbon in which the octet is not satisfied, but it's present near to this oxygen which has the lone pair. So by resonance, it can stabilize the structure. In C, the resonance is not possible as the oxygen is quite far away. Therefore, C will be the least stable. Now in this question, we need to look for the compound with the highest dipole moment. Now let's consider structure 1. In this we can see there's a delta negative charge on this oxygen or partial negative charge on this oxygen and partial positive charge at this carbon. Now because of the aromatic stabilization, this positive charge is stabilized over the ring, which is not possible in structure 2 and in structure 3. Again in structure 4, we have resonance and aromatic stabilization, but because of symmetry, the net dipole moment over here will be 0. Therefore, compound 1 will have the highest dipole moment and therefore A should be our answer. In this question, they have asked how many chiral compounds are possible on monochlorination of 2-methylbutane. Now to do this, first we'll draw the structure of 2-methylbutane. Now to find the number of chiral compound, we need to look for carbon in which all 4 groups are different after addition of chlorine. So first we'll write all the possible structures. Now in structure 1, we can see that this carbon is the chiral carbon as all 4 groups attached to this carbon are different. In structure 2, we do not have any chiral carbon. In structure 3, if you look closely, this carbon is also the chiral carbon as all 4 groups attached to this carbon is also different. In structure 4, again, there are no chiral carbon. Hence, 2 chiral compounds we will get. Therefore, A will be the answer.